So today is the 25th of February. Earlier on in the day, we visited the area of Fort Ricasoli in Kalkara, where we had suspicions that illegal trapping has been going on. We have called the ALE, who actually went on site and found a room full of these birds, which were confiscated in the presence of ERA officers earlier today. And they also found nets, which were ready to be used for trapping. Finches are expected to start migrating now in the coming weeks.
So after all of the birds were confiscated, they were taken to the vets, where the vet certified that all of the birds can be released back into the wild where they belong. So tonight we'll be ringing all of the birds, and tomorrow morning we'll be releasing them. So these are the birds that were confiscated. They're all protected by law. We have robin, dunnock, short-tailed lark, tree pipit, linnets, and also chaffinch.
Here we can see one of our linnets that has been confiscated by the ALE. You can see a very obvious harness and swivel. The string is around the body and the swivel permits the bird to be tied and placed on the clap nets in the trapping site and not in the cage to attract more of the wild birds. Now we will remove the harness. The harness is not supposed to be there.
So here we have one of the confiscated chaffinches. It's wearing a closed ring on its leg as opposed to an open ring. These closed rings are usually fitted to captive bred birds when they've been bred in captivity. But as you can see, this is a very large ring for the size of the leg of the bird. And this is actually one indication that this bird has been fitted with this ring as an adult, as opposed to a young bird in captivity. Here we have one of the confiscated linnets. And this bird is also wearing a closed ring on its leg, which is far too big. Again, this indicates that this bird was taken from the wild as opposed to being bred in captivity. And as you can see, the ring just slides over the foot. Looking at the condition of the bird, we can see that it hasn't been kept very well. It's got a very elongated mandible here on the beak, and this would prevent the bird from feeding properly. And also on the feet, it's got very scaly legs. And also on this foot, the claws are longer than they should be.
So we have this robin, which was evidently kept in captivity and has damaged its skull by continuously battling into the cage.
So here we have the confiscated dunnock, and we can see by the condition of its legs that this bird has not been kept in the best of conditions. And also on the head we can see missing feathers, and there's also a wound as well, which is an indication that this bird has been trying to escape and it's been hitting itself against the cage. So now it's the 26th of February, one day after the birds were confiscated from the police yesterday from a trapping site in Kalkara. All of the birds have been ringed with a BirdLife Malta ring, and now we're releasing them back into the wild.